Man, man, Skinny Hardaway, Southern T Boxing, where you at, man? Now, one of the original conversations me and Skinny was having was whether or not women should be on the pound for pound list with men. And lo and behold, I'm watching I think her name Ellis, Rashonda Ellis, something like that. From I think she's from Toledo because she was talking that mud made Midwest kid, all the Toledo talk, the Toledo people talk. So I'm guessing she's from the South Side, Toledo too. Lo and behold, I've been watching women's Olympic boxing. I seen Shields, and why I'm just noticing the headgear, like this crazy, bro. This is why I say we cannot compare women's and men's sports because, and then this is why I need these progressive movements to keep that same energy, and everybody who with these progressive movements to keep that same energy. Either we all equal or we not. Like you can't be like, all right, the WNBA don't make as much as the NBA, but they shoot at a shorter 3 point line, or like you playing with a small, like it's not the same game. Like you can't say the women's boxing don't make as much as men, but y'all don't even fight 3 minute round. Like, and now in the Olympics, and I'm not blaming the women. I'm blaming the people that make the rules. But the only thing I'm saying is, if you one of the people that's spectating and you haven't said anything about this, and you like we all equal, women is just as strong as men. Women can do everything men can do. Well, it shouldn't be no problem if that's the mind state. Then we accept it. I'm not saying that I agree with that. I'm just, if that's the mind state that we accept it, you can't have headgear for the women and not have headgear for the men. If you're gonna use a safety excuse, then you can't say that the men's safety don't matter. So it's either we going all safety for everybody, or or we going no headgear for everybody, and that's the risk you take when you sign up for this sport. So now I can't compare a medal that a man get and a medal that a woman get. Like as far as if you saying like this person got a medal, and then you trying to compare it to the male boxer, because the male boxer fighting without headgear. So now it's like two different things again. Let's either keep it all equal if you saying you want the same compensation, and if you saying you want the same credit and respect, then we gotta talk to these rule makers about making everything equal. Other than that, now with the WNBA, I do feel like they do deserve, but I think their lack is more so for lack of marketing. But a lot of the marketing is coming around now. On my other channel, I was putting a lot of pressure, and still ESPN, you could barely get the stats for their games. Now, them I definitely do, but I definitely think for them, and I definitely see. I don't believe in all this equal stuff. I acknowledge the difference in the physicality and all that, and men. Majority of the men is going to be strong. If we're looking at biology, we're not talking about opinion. We're talking about science, and that's just the fact. So of course you're gonna have your anomalies, and I know this woman could beat up most men, but majority of everybody's doing sports, everybody athletic, everybody in their peak state, it's gonna be a difference on what the man can lift and what the woman can lift. It's gonna be a the max weight. It's gonna be a difference in the jump. It's gonna be a difference in the speed. That's why you can get people that decide that they're the other gender, go over and they was like average in the men's sports, but they go over to women's sports and be the best and get all the scholarships and stuff like that. So I acknowledge the difference. I even think the WNBA should put their hoop down because it's the standard of the average height of the NBA male. So I'm not saying that I agree with equality, but I'm just being a devil's advocate. If everybody is equal, the women need to take off the headgear in the Olympics. Other than that, the men need to do a class action lawsuit for all these years because they might have took some years off of their career because the safety of the women boxing was being protected and the safety of the men's boxing was not because the women got to wear headgear and the men didn't get to wear headgear. So that is an encounter that they could have saved themselves a little bit before they start getting punched in the head, or everybody just gonna take the headgear off. It got to be one way or the other. And I don't want no comparison if you got one group of people wearing training wheels riding a bike and the other group is riding without the training wheels. It's just two different things. So we just got to decide, what is it? Are we all equal or are we not all equal? And I just don't understand this. It just makes zero sense. And I don't know how I'm just noticing it, but come on now, skinny. Talk to me, skinny man. Come on. I know you gotta see it my way after that. I know you. I ain't heard nobody talk about this, and I think everybody done overlooked it. Like, dang, the men is not wearing headgear, and the women is wearing headgear. Trap Media, shout out Southern T Boxer, man. This just was one of our original conversations. So it's all love, man. Shout out to the women's sports. It's still respect and all that. I'm just saying, let's keep it consistent. Either we're gonna be all this way or all that way. Whichever way is cool with me, as long as we consistent. I'm not a hard stance this way or a hard stance that way. I have my opinion on how I think things should be, but if it's consistent, it is what it is. Trap Media, like, share, subscribe. Drink you some coconut water, I'm out.